Every family has one. The golden child. The one who makes the parents look good at every dinner party. The one whose report card is a string of straight A's. The one who is polite, quiet, and seemingly perfect. To the outside world, this is a parenting success story. Your neighbors envy you, your relatives praise you, and you feel a sense of pride. But behind the closed doors of that child's mind, a silent crisis is brewing. Today, we are going to talk about the perfection trap. We are going to explore why your best child might actually be the one struggling the most, and how our desire for them to be perfect is accidentally destroying their ability to be happy. Imagine a child who is 8 years old. He sits at his desk, staring at a math problem. He knows the answer, but his hand is shaking. Why? Because he isn't afraid of the math, he is afraid of the red ink. He knows that in his house, a 95% isn't a victory. It's a question. What happened to the other 5%? This is where the golden child syndrome begins. It starts when a child realizes that their parents' eyes light up only when they achieve something. Slowly, the child learns a dangerous, heartbreaking lesson. I am not loved for who I am. I am loved for what I do. This creates a conditional sense of worth. Most of us think we are giving our children confidence by pushing them to be the best, but we are actually giving them a life sentence of anxiety. When love is conditional, the child feels like they are walking on a tightrope over a canyon. One slip, one bad grade, one lost game, and they feel like the entire foundation of their world, their parents' affection, will vanish. They don't play to win. They play because they are terrified to lose. As this child grows, they develop a public mask. They become experts at hiding their feelings, their doubts, and their mistakes. They become the fixers in the family. If the parents are fighting, the golden child tries to be even more perfect to distract them. If there is stress, the golden child carries it on their small shoulders. But here is the tragedy. While they are busy being who you want them to be, they are losing who they actually are. They don't know what they like, what they want, or what they feel. They only know what makes you smile. This is the birth of the hollow adult, someone who is successful on the outside, but empty and disconnected on the inside. Let's look at the shadow cost of this perfection. These children often lose their childhood entirely. While other kids are outside getting muddy, skinning their knees, and learning how to handle a fall, the golden child is kept in a porcelain box. They can't get dirty because they have to look presentable. They can't be loud because they have to be well-behaved. By protecting them from every mess and every mistake, we are actually making them brittle. Like a glass vase, they look beautiful on the shelf, but the moment life hits them with a real challenge, a heartbreak, a job loss, a personal failure, they don't bend, they shatter. They have no resilience because they were never allowed to practice failing. This leads to a massive problem in adulthood called chronic people-pleasing. Because they spent their entire childhood trying to keep their parents happy, they grow up into adults who don't know how to say no. They become the employees who work 15 hours a day just for a pat on the back. They stay in toxic relationships because they are terrified of disappointing anyone. They become high-achieving junkies for external validation. They have no internal compass. They choose careers they hate just to see that look of pride in their father's eyes one more time. They are successful by society standards, but they are often the most depressed people in the room. But we have to ask ourselves honestly, why do we do this? As parents, we often use our children to heal our own past wounds. This is the intergenerational ghost. Maybe you were the child who was ignored, so you want your child to be the star you never were. Maybe you failed in your career, so you want your child to be the CEO you couldn't become. We treat our children like a second chance at our own lives. We use their trophies to mask our own insecurities. But here is the hard truth. Your child is not a trophy. They are not a project. They are not a do-over for your mistakes. They are a soul that belongs to themselves, not your ego. When you brag about them to your friends, ask yourself, are you bragging about them, or are you bragging about your parenting? So, how do we fix this before the damage is permanent? The first step is to shift your praise. This sounds simple, but it is revolutionary. Stop praising the result and start praising the process. Instead of saying, "I'm so proud of your A," try saying, "I saw how hard you worked on that, and I admire your focus." This teaches the child that the effort has value, regardless of the outcome. When they fail, and they must fail, that is your most important parenting moment. Don't show disappointment, don't sigh. Instead, show them that your love is an immovable rock. Hold them and say, "You lost today, and it hurts, but you are still the same amazing, valuable person to me. Let's go get ice cream." The second step is to encourage productive failure. Give them tasks where they might not succeed. Let them build something that falls down. Let them try a sport they aren't naturally good at. This builds psychological calluses. It teaches them that failure isn't a dead end. It's just a detour. It's a lesson. When a child isn't afraid to fail, they become truly fearless. They become leaders because they aren't looking over their shoulder for approval every 5 minutes. They start to develop their own internal voice, their own desires, and their own grit. We need to rebuild the home as a sanctuary, not a courtroom. It should be the one place on earth where a child can be their messiest, silliest, and most imperfect self without being judged. It's the place where they can say, "I'm tired, I'm scared," or "I don't want to do this anymore," and feel heard. When you give your child the permission to be human, you are giving them the greatest gift a parent can offer, the freedom to find out who they actually are. You are moving from being their manager to being their mentor. Take a look at your child today. Not their grades, not their trophies, not their behavior. Look at them. Look into their eyes. Are they happy? Are they curious? Or are they just tired? Tired of trying to be perfect for you. Tired of carrying the weight of your expectations. It's never too late to take the pressure off. It's never too late to sit them down and say, "I am sorry if I made you feel like you had to be perfect. I love you for the person you are, not the grades you get." I want to hear from you. Were you the golden child growing up? Do you still feel that pressure to be perfect today? How has it affected your adult life? Or are you a parent who just realized you might be creating this trap? Share your journey in the comments. Your honesty might be the exact thing another parent needs to hear to save their relationship with their child. Let's start a conversation that values humans over robots. In our next video, we're going into the silence culture, how the phrase "choop car" is killing the genius and curiosity of our children. Don't miss it. Let's raise souls, not trophies.